在这里通过每一个渠道都不一样的渠道在出嘛，就是包括巨化，我就不有问题。
没问题，就这样出的已经都出过的，是吧？都出过的。而且货单的话，因为我们做了10年的话，货代工关系比较好，应该没问题。
还有就是有时候他就是海关，他就有抽查的，那就是抽到你的，就是像中奖一样的概念这样。
但是不会是每票都查的。
These Chinese traders are unwittingly revealing their illegal business to EIA undercover investigators. The goods they are discussing smuggling out of China, not weapons or drugs, but CFCs, ozone-depleting chemicals used primarily for refrigeration and air conditioning. The crisis of ozone depletion is very real. The southern ozone hole in autumn 2005 reached 25 million square kilometres, equivalent to the size of North America, and in the spring record ozone losses occurred over the northern hemisphere. Ozone layer damage causes increased ultraviolet radiation to hit the Earth and has dire implications for human health, causing conditions such as cataracts and skin cancer. This problem has been created by the use of man-made ozone-depleting chemicals. To respond to this threat, the global community came together to create the Montreal Protocol, a landmark environmental agreement which has greatly curbed the production and use of CFCs and other ozone-depleting substances, ODS. China has a long track record of ODS smuggling. By 1998, China had overtaken Russia as the main source of illegal CFCs. In 97 and 98, EIA's undercover investigations revealed a network of Chinese brokers illegally supplying both CFCs and halons to North America and Europe.
Frankly speaking, we are supplying F12 overseas. However, some clients ask us to reduce purity and make F12 like recycled for the sake of import license. The above is our secret between you and me. Do not leak it out.
They are afraid that maybe if they export too much, it may arouse suspicion.
In the largest ODS smuggling case ever detected in Europe, this German businessman imported over 800 tons of ODS from China. As the 1990s drew to a close, Europe and the US witnessed a decline in smuggling, due primarily to improved enforcement and tighter regulations controlling the trade and use of ODS. Yet the unscrupulous Chinese traders soon switched attention to the growing black markets in developing countries, where restrictions on CFC use had just entered into force. All of these seizures had one thing in common.
The cylinder is made in China, which contains CFC gas 12.
So these seem to have come from China.
The risk profiling said it's come from China.
This is pure CFC12 manufactured in China.
With this growing body of evidence, EIA decided to probe further into the murky operations of the Chinese businesses and traders involved in smuggling CFCs.
We set up a dummy company posing as traders, and then we went and approached a number of companies in China. Now the heart of the CFC industry is here in Zhejiang province, so the focus of our investigation was this province.
During the investigations, EIA discovered just how willing chemical dealers were to export illegal CFC gases, particularly R12 or CFC12, in contravention of both China's and the Montreal Protocol regulations. In Hangzhou, the main city of Zhejiang, EIA investigators met a company seen advertising CFCs on a trade website.
一个集装箱嘛，对不对啊？1140平嘛，我给你装1140平，分量是不会少的。其实外面给你放一排，就是有这个134A 这个纸箱嘛，知道吧？但是我把这个里面再放100个纸箱在里面嘛。你回去以后就把这个纸箱就这样拆开以后套进去就好。我们没关系，因为为什么我跟那个海关、双姐、报关哈关系都相当好的，我们出去肯定没问题。
Another shocking revelation described to EIA investigators was how the company avoided being caught by China's Environmental Protection Administration for these illegal activities.
因为有的时候查得特别严，有1年12个月，其中有1个月特别严格查的。
啊？只1个月？
这1个月。
是哪1月啊？
它不一定的，有的时候比如1月份、2月、2月份、3月份，那不一定的。我们会是他们会告诉我们，我们那里
你们那边有人？
就是有人在那边嘛，他会告诉我查得特别严。那么这1个月，我们一般来说就不会去接单。
Following the meeting, Hangzhou Sporlan sent a pro forma invoice with all the details of the proposed order, accompanied by a note making it clear that the invoice and bill of lading would be filled out to indicate the shipment was of R134A refrigerant. In the port city of Ningbo, EIA investigators met with Karen Ying, the sales manager of Sino Nuchem Import and Export.
For R12, I think for future, for this year, now I tell you truth, we have no export license for R12. If I export to you R12, we declare the customer with not R12 or refrigerants, just like 404 or just other blended mixture.
Okay. This works okay for other countries you've
Yes,
shipped to?
yes.
Where are these countries?
Now
Asia
our export to Dubai market. Dubai is a very large market. They can clear the customer, so we can supply the goods to them. For other countries, so maybe East Asia, I think it's no problem. Just like in Philippines, we export R12 to their market, just like other refrigerants, not market R12.
Okay, so it's successful?
Yes, successful, no problem.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we'll be in touch today, later today.
Okay.
Thanks very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's still raining there. There's one particular case that's the most shocking of all, really, and it was a gentleman called Joe Coleman from Sino Resource in Ningbo, the heart of the CFC trade in Zhejiang. Now, EIA's identified him being involved in illegal activities associated with CFCs as long ago as 1997. We've continually informed the authorities, and still nothing is done about it. He's continues to trade, and even his business is expanding.
(134A) 包装里面食物跟那个瓶体是12的，这样子我们已经出过很多了。
出过很多？
出过好几年了，都没有出过问题。
都是出口到哪里啊？
出口很多地方，像我那边的话，我是毛里求斯啊，还有是那个以色列，因为我那边主要就是出口以色列、南非啊、毛里求斯之类的。
所以你们很多经验。
对。
EIA called the managing director to confirm this.
Hello.
Hello, is that Mr. Coleman?
Yes. Right. I will call back again and confirm to you. Let my assistant Dora will email you that we confirm again that the cylinder is 12 and the outside carton is 1348.
In a later communication, Coman's assistant made clear the offer was for one 20-foot container of R12 in R134A packing. The additional option of having the R12 filled in R134A cylinders to further disguise its contents was also suggested. The company also revealed how they smuggled small cans of R12 into Italy.
小罐的啊，要什么东西啊？
哪里出过？
意大利出过。出到哪里是吧？
它主要客户是哪里？
意大利。
意大利啊。
And you can still send to them the 12 in the small.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is 12.
Yeah. But in Italy, I understand there is restrictions for 12.
Yes.
But it's okay. You still.
这种包装的到时候是怎么包装？
包装就是装在纸箱里啊。
装纸箱里。Packed in the box, in the carton.
Yeah.
And we can pack the carton in 134A or something.
Right. Okay.
好啊，我们再联系啊。好，谢谢，不用谢谢。
Back in Hangzhou, EIA came across the company T Chemi, another firm with a track record of ODS smuggling.
Right. And if we export this 12, we must use another name. And its name is mixed refrigerant.
EIA investigators were then invited to visit the factory and the filling plant and warehouse facilities to see the operations firsthand. It became clear that the factory was the largest remaining CFC producer in China, and one which is supposed to be under strict supervision.
里面是，里面要外面的就是呢，给他写个混合制冷剂的字样啊，这样子报关的那个好一点。
就海关，万一就海关看的话，你看22一看就12的话，
对，那到时候我开票给你，我就开混合制冷剂开给你啊。
你们以前怎么样运去？
原来都这样子。
原来是这样。
We can tell the customer it is 12. We can tell them.
你们20运到哪里国家
？22是吧？我们印度尼西亚、新加坡、泰国、马来西亚，你包括那个以色列啊、约旦啊，在这些中东的那个迪拜乌克兰啊，俄罗斯对啊，很多啊，对，都做，应该没啥问题。
这个没有。
然后呢，这个呢，到时候呢，就集装箱的话呢，门对门来装，我把122混合制冷剂我装到最里面，然后外面呢再给它装上 F22。
Xi Huiqing, T Chemi, also revealed how this method of concealing cylinders, termed double layering, was used to smuggle CFCs into Israel.
This is to Israel. This is
12.
Yeah.
But with
we already know what is packed in the container.
Yeah.
And as I said, in front of the container we will pack some 22.
Right.
So if the customer wants to test it, so I take 12 to test,
right.
22 to test it.
Yeah.
So then no problem.
Okay.
Our time here in China really has indicated that there's still a major problem of illegal CFCs coming out of China. There's a hub of rogue traders continuing to flout the law and ignore regulations and sending CFCs out to the rest of the world. These are companies that are well known, they've been highlighted before, and the Chinese authorities really need to clamp down on this problem to stop this illegal trade in CFCs once and for all.
It is almost 20 years since the Montreal Protocol was signed, and yet, despite repeated warnings, the illegal trade in CFCs continues to flourish. Effective control mechanisms must be put in place immediately, especially in China, where a host of traders are making a mockery of the rules. It is time to put these smugglers out of business once and for all, and to give the precious ozone layer the space it needs to recover fully for future generation.